let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
It's an
happy she gets
impossible
a gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a per-
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there?
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror. It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last
binge
week.
it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014. They need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think.
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
That was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh, shoot. You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh, shoot.
Ah!
Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
We're doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
Yeah.
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 Welcome back to PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 197.
Well, we're going to start off the episode with a taste test immediately. We're going to go off right away and do a Mountain Dew taste test. It's going to be Mountain Dew, and we're going to tell the difference between Mountain Dew. I will know the difference because I know I poured the cups, but we got Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Zero. Was that 0 calorie? Is that zero
Zero
sugar?
sugar. It's
Well,
the
it says
new one.
0 calorie on the left of the label here. So
Well, it doesn't have those either.
it does say 0 calorie, 0 sugar.
Mhm.
All it has is
It
sodium.
just came out yesterday, right?
No, they've been out for.
Some people said that it's
I've
been
seen
pretty
them
recent,
in
but
my store for a couple weeks now.
I don't know.
No. Okay.
Well, either way, we're gonna do a taste test here. So
Hashtag
actually,
not an ad.
yeah. So while you guys are while you guys are gonna go ahead and try that, while I am doing a well, I'm gonna tell us a quick story.
Okay,
of,
so we've got a small cup and a big cup.
Yep,
We
you
have
get-
to try to guess which one's regular Mountain Dew and which one is Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
Yep. So go ahead. Brett's
Okay.
trying the small cup. So I am a ninja, by the way. I caught one of these glasses with my foot
That's got to be the no sugar.
because it fell off the counter and my.
You can't say until you try them both.
I can tell just by tasting.
Oh, I'm gonna
it.
do a quick little drink of this one while you guys are taking a drink of that. Oh, Alex went to the big cup now.
Yeah, I know which one's which. I don't even need another sip.
Okay. And both of these bottles are freshly opened. Like right.
I'm going to burp.
Okay. I don't know who
Yep.
said
Okay, I know.
you cannot tell the difference. I think there was a commercial. Was it Bryan Cranston on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yes, it was Bryan Cranston. It's easily tell, and it's not so much the taste. It's the I know this sounds weird, but it's the texture.
It is texture.
Oh, I didn't. Hold on.
A zero sugar has a more carbonation-y texture to it than the regular.
I get the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Which one's which?
So the small glass, I hope this is right. Small glass is zero sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have the opposite too of what you just said. I think that there's more carbonation in the regular Mountain Dew,
Yes.
like the texture feeling. And pretty much what I would describe the zero sugar Mountain Dew is it tastes like flat Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Coke Zero versus Coke.
Yeah. Like it tastes like flat Mountain, like watered down
yeah,
Mountain
but
Dew.
I don't think Coke Zero tastes like flat Coke.
You don't?
No.
Oh, you're
I
Little-
think there's definitely a difference in flavor,
a little odd.
but I don't think it's like ew.
Yeah. You gonna try the? Yeah. There's like you can look at the ingredients.
I don't even know if I want to know what's in this.
Are you reading it? Like, see if you can like list it off.
Actually, there's not a lot of horrible stuff, I guess.
It's
in-
okay, right? It's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's in the zero sugar. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, God. Other than the, oh, my God.
But there's orange juice in
okay,
this one.
so there's 6 servings in this 2-liter
Yeah.
of Mountain Dew.
Yeah. You're looking at
There is
it's gonna be a big difference because that is
92% of your daily value of sugar, 46 grams of sugar.
oh my god.
That's not a surprise. Soda it has sugar.
Oh yeah, the first 3 things is sugar. It's water, high fructose corn syrup, concentrated orange juice,
Yeah. There's no orange juice in this one.
acid.
But there is
yellow number 5.
You know, this is fascinating radio. Listening to you read a label of a Mountain Dew.
It's disgusting.
Well, don't. Moving on.
Brett, what do you like? Which one do you prefer?
I,
You know, you're not a big Mountain Dew person anyway.
No. I stand by. They changed their recipe a few years ago when they made this label change.
There's a
It's-
conspiracy on that actually that it
it's-
happened a lot earlier than you think.
maybe,
Yeah.
but I guess I noticed when
Yeah.
they changed the label.
Yeah.
Something is different
Hmm.
because I used to drink way more than I should have.
Yeah. Bottling process might be different.
Mm.
Who knows? Either way, but yeah, I prefer the regular over the zero sugar. At least we tried, but but all of us are not mainly soda drinkers. I drank a lot yesterday. A lot.
I drank a lot, meaning like a can and a half.
I had that's what I'm saying. Like 2 cans, and that's too much for me.
that was way too much.
And too
sugar.
many cookies.
Cookies.
Alex, you gonna belch? Oh yeah.
Oh, there
Bless
we
Gotta
go.
let it fly into the mic.
No.
Yeah, you're a manly man. So how do you wanna start off the podcast, Brett?
Let's
With,
just get into the Super Bowl.
wanna
That's
talk
what everybody's talking about today.
Yeah, they are. And I was actually
Well, yeah, go with the predictions.
all right. So we got a few things we want to go over with the Super Bowl. But if you want to talk about the predictions, I actually have a lot to talk about on the Super Bowl. I'm looking at it right here. So
Okay.
the score was Kansas City 31, San Francisco 20. We got Alex in the middle with Chiefs 21-14. Calling Chiefs 21, San Francisco 14. So you were wrong, but you went for Chiefs winning. So
Mhm.
there's your half victory.
Pick the winner. Just weren't closer with the score.
Right. I won Chiefs 31 and the Niners 24. So I was 4 points off. Brett, you lost. 49ers winning 21-17.
So, and I'm pretty sure when we made our predictions, I said this. I thought Kansas City would win, but I picked the Niners just in
Yes.
case they didn't. I would have won.
Yeah, you
against
did.
Yep.
guys.
So I couldn't. If I would have said Chiefs 31, if I had gone to Vegas with that, I probably would have come out with some money.
Probably.
Probably. I should have done something. I'm kicking myself. I'm like,
Oh well.
Chiefs 31.
Yeah, but
And-
you also might have lost.
That was a good score call though for me.
But what if it didn't? Then you'd lost money.
Yeah, but you know what?
And you're getting ready to go on vacation.
Hey, I would have won. Is what I'm saying here. Don't be the guy. Don't be negative
as
Nancy.
much as you could have won, you also could have lost that much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so as we're moving on from that. So I won the predictions. I want to start off by saying Mahomes broke the Madden curse.
He didn't break the Madden
Yes, he
curse. He did not.
Yes, the injury is supposed to be severe, not a stupid knee dislocation. It's supposed to be career-ending or career-altering injury.
Is that the cover athlete gets injured?
Yes.
He got injured.
No.
Yes, he did.
Career-altering injury.
It is not.
Dude,
down
I had
to
this
just
conversation with another sports enthusiast at my job, and he stated it has to be a severe injury.
I said this last night. 2011, Drew Brees was on the cover.
Yerp.
He has a Hall of Fame career, and he's still playing.
When was the last time he was in the Super Bowl?
I don't know, but 2011. What's the what?
After 2011? That's what I'm asking.
What year did he go? No, he's only won one. It was 06.
Oh.
But Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, okay. But still.
Brett Favre was in 09, 08, 09.
You can pass things but
in
not go
the 09
anywhere.
Season, he went to the NFC Championship, had the best statistical year of his career.
I'm still right. Mahomes broke his curse.
I don't think so. We're going to need a...
No, Mahomes broke the Madden curse.
On that.
So the Madden curse states that they have either an injury or...
Which Mahomes did. And you just said or.
Can I just say? Can I just say what it is? Okay. Uh-huh.
Go!
Or their career takes a nosedive.
But...
Okay.
What's
injury has to be
career nosedive.
I mean,
Drew Brees is the top 5 quarterback from 2011 until now.
Okay, when was the last time he was MVP?
Tom Brady had an 18 cover athlete. He
When
won the Super Bowl last year.
Okay, yeah, last year.
Yeah,
hasn't gone okay.
Do you want to know what the first thing on Google says?
Yeah, go ahead.
I googled what is the Madden cover curse. Madden cover curse, also known as Madden cover jinx, is the conjure. Whoa! I sound weird. Okay, there we go. What did I say?
Read it again.
Involving the video game series Madden NFL, stating that the season a player appears on the cover, that player will be cursed with either an injury or poor performance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, Mahomes broke it. So
no, he did not. A little feedback on that. We're really loud now.
No, we're good. We're a good level now.
I think we sound.
This is a good
now.
level.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really quiet now.
Yeah. So as we're saying here, the Chiefs were down, only down the third quarter, like pretty hard by 10.
No, wait a minute. I'm not letting this go just yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Because we just glossed over it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, Tom Brady on the cover, Madden 18.
Go ahead.
He won the Super Bowl last year.
Okay.
So wouldn't that be it?
What year Madden are they on?
18.
No, now.
They're on 20.
Okay.
He didn't win it the same year.
Okay.
But your argument is that their career takes a nosedive.
Yeah, look at how depressed he is now.
What? That has nothing to do with his play on the football field. He won the Super Bowl after being the cover athlete.
It has a lot to do with it. I don't know what you're saying. No, I am still standing by. Alex, what do you think as far as the Madden curse goes?
I don't play Madden, so I don't care.
No, it doesn't matter. Do you know by going by definition, did Mahomes break the Madden curse?
The definition I looked up on Google.
Yes.
He didn't.
He didn't break it?
No, because he
still
had
got
an injury.
Injured. Okay. I think he still got.
It didn't say a career-ending injury or a career-altering because we can't be deciding that that's career-altering because he won the Super Bowl.
Okay, I want to.
He was out for.
I want to state this: is there a quarterback who was out for as many weeks as Mahomes was out, come back and win the Super Bowl? Any quarterback?
Tom, like the same year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
I have no idea.
That I couldn't tell you. But I mean, Tom Brady missed a whole season,
but
then won like a whole bunch more.
Mahomes was out for at least, I want to say, a solid 4 games.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, so that's a month.
Yeah, but they also won games without him.
Who? I didn't see who the backup was. I wasn't paying attention.
Matt Moore, I think.
It's because he was on my fantasy, and I was like, oh God, I'm so screwed. So I'm still gonna stand by it, but
we're gonna need feedback on
somebody
that.
can tweet at us, message us, call us, do your thing. So what do you want to talk about as far as the Super Bowl goes? I have a lot of notes on it.
Let's just talk about the game itself first. It wasn't a bad game.
No.
It wasn't super exciting.
I'm gonna have some more Mountain Dew.
It was fine. It was a good game. It was close. San Francisco had all the momentum all the way through pretty much 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, Mahomes just turned it on and did what it took.
7 minutes left of the fourth quarter.
It was right around it was 20-17, and San Francisco went 3 and out. They're still up by 3, and I looked at you guys and I said, Kansas City's going to win this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go 3 and out when you got to at least put a drive together, give your defense a chance to rest, and you come up with squadouche.
Squadouche.
That's the end.
Never heard that before.
Never heard squadouche?
Yeah. Do you want any more Mountain Dew, Brett?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay.
Good.
Alex, you want any?
No.
No? All right. I'm going to put some of this down.
So, Mahomes did not have a very good game statistically.
2 interceptions.
Threw 2 interceptions. He almost fumbled.
Yeah.
Well, he did fumble. He did fumble, but he got it back.
Recovered.
Yeah. But even Garoppolo was fair.
Right.
He had a high percentage.
Dude.
Completion percentage, but he just wasn't that impressive. He sailed a ball when he had
It was like once they knew that they were done, he was just failing.
He
very well under pressure.
He has been fine, but he hasn't been like all season. It hasn't been Jimmy Garoppolo. It was the run. It was the run game, and it was the defense.
Yeah.
And you could argue when he was going to need to, they were going to need to find out if he could put the team on his shoulders and drive down the field and win. He could not do it this year. Now that may change. However, past history suggests that the loser of the Super Bowl, it's called the Super Bowl hangover. Like the Rams lost last year and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens.
I'm not concerned about that. I'm just happy Chiefs finally did a victory.
I know you are, and I'm glad they won too because they had 50 years.
Williams did a few fantastic plays. The pylon touchdown was
Damian
challengeable.
Williams, yeah.
What do you think about that touchdown?
I
wish we would have seen an aerial
view. It was
view.
a touchdown, but from the stuff that I heard today that all the experts are talking about, it really could have gone anyway. So if they would have ruled it not a touchdown, it wouldn't have been enough to turn it over to say that it was a touchdown. So the call on the field was very important in that, and in that sense,
kind of like
called it a touchdown.
The Rudolph push-off.
You mean George Kittle?
No, the Rudolph push-off. The Cal Rudolph push-off that they beat the Saints. Since he
that was a month ago. Nobody cares about that anymore.
I'm using it as an example. It was an overtime thing, but still, it was still a touchdown that wasn't overturned.
Yes, but that's a
pass
non-called
interference
penalty. This is just a touchdown call on the field.
But couldn't Sean Payton have called a pass interference flag?
I
thought that's what that was for.
Well, I'm not sure how it works because
I
think he could have, but the percentage of them calling pass interference on a play where it wasn't originally called was like 10% or lower. Now, again,
chances. I mean, it's the freaking playoffs.
Why wouldn't you do it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, but that's a penalty or a non-called penalty versus just a touchdown on the field. There was no penalty in the play from Damian Williams at the pylon.
Yeah, that Jimmy Garoppolo getting his head hit, pretty late in the game. That was pretty harsh on him too.
There wasn't a lot of penalties.
No,
the game actually.
They needed to have a couple.
Went pretty quick.
There were some that needed to be flagged. Yeah, game was over by 10.
Yeah.
10:30 or something. Like we're just like, what?
Yep.
That's Alex. You haven't really said much about the Super Bowl. I mean,
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Anything you want to say about like commercials, trailers, anything that you?
I thought the best commercial was definitely the Jason Momoa commercial, and the worst commercial, which is you think is the best commercial, was the one with Charlie Day.
No. No, the Google one.
Oh, well, actually, the Google one.
That one really hits me in the feels.
So none of the commercials did much for me, but the commercials are different now than they were 20 years ago.
I did like the one with at the end, the head up the ass thing.
Yeah.
Like it was.
I don't remember what it was.
It was a whole bunch of like metaphorical phrases.
For being stupid.
Yeah, for being
living
stupid.
under a rock and all that.
Yeah, and then at the end, like they don't say what it is, but a guy walks in with his head up his ass. That one was pretty good. But the Jason Momoa one I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, my favorite one was the Google one that was like right in the first quarter. Some trailers, Fast 9. I think that for Fast 10 or Furious 10 or whatever they want to call it, F10 or FX or whatever, they're just going to have the whole Fast and Furious crew face the Avengers or something to make it enjoyable or entertaining. I just think they're doing everything the one last ride kind of thing. You know, the trailer.
No, they need to stop with the one last because
Yes.
as long as it makes $1 billion globally, there won't ever be a last.
Yeah, they need to stop
Yeah.
saying that. I'm retired.
I don't know if they've ever, because I know those movies well. I don't think they ever said I'm retired.
Wasn't Vin Diesel's character considered retired?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
but
they always go back to their domestic life when it's over.
that's like
Yeah.
saying Bond is retired.
And it's for family.
Yeah, but Bond, it's his job.
This
Oh,
is
man,
their
I'm
job.
excited.
That's what. No, that's what I'm saying. He's never retired because it's his job.
I guess.
Between each Bonds, Alex, he is vacationing because his job is so extreme.
Stressful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which.
yeah. He was
Hey!
retired in 3, right?
Hey, by the way, yeah, he was. He was retired.
He was because he was
doing-
married.
Yeah, he was about to get married, but he was doing training instead. Did you hear
Right,
Did
right.
you hear that Kittredge is coming back?
I did, but I don't remember who that is.
He's the boss in episode 1, Mission Impossible 1.
Really?
Yeah, the boss that's at
I
like
thought
the
John
diner.
Voight was the boss.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
thought he was
No,
the one
no,
that got
no,
his
no.
head chopped off or
No.
popped off. Or...
The guy from MI whatever.
IMF.
IMF. He's one of the
I need
leaders.
to watch those again.
He's the first guy. He's the guy who catches Max on the train.
I've only seen 1, 2, and 3, and 4 once,
I think we should go through him.
maybe.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about.
Everyone's
I
like nodding
think
your head like, yeah,
my
maybe.
favorite one is
5. Mine
No.
is Rogue Nation.
Mine's 3.
is mine 3?
Mine's with Philip
With
Seymour
Philip
Hoffman.
Yes, that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my favorite
It's
one.
my favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, mine is Rogue Nation. Once I watch them again and know them a little bit better.
Yeah. There's actually a storyline that's happening, and we kind of need to watch it all over again and get the characters because I didn't know that a lot of them were important. I didn't know that they were storyline. I thought they were like just all popcorn flicks.
I feel like they.
1, 2, and 3 didn't connect to each
Well,
other
that's
at
the
all.
thing. It didn't. It did the same thing that the Fast movies do, where 1, 2, and 3 are their kind of
Yeah.
their own thing, and then once you hit 4, it's this big universe.
Long
Yeah.
storyline. Like,
Yeah.
you just got to keep it going. Like, hey, you
'Cause
should
they're
know
like-
this one person. It's supposed to be a surprise reveal.
They're like, ooh,
like,
this is
who-
making a lot of money. We're gonna keep doing these.
Yeah.
So we gotta make them link.
It's
Mhm.
all bingeable.
Yep.
God, that's annoying me. The cinema is
Whatever.
going to change into this long story that's just like to be continued, to be continued, to be continued. Because The Matrix, The Matrix did that with part 2 and 3, and Mission Impossible is being filmed back to back for
Yeah.
7 and 8.
Yep.
It's crazy.
So there was. You mentioned Fast 9. There was also Maverick
Yeah.
and Bond. Trailers, movie
And
trailers.
in the teaser for the TV shows.
Oh, for
For the
Disney Plus.
Avengers.
Nobody cares about that.
What?
I
Let
care
me
about
rephrase.
Loki.
I don't care about that.
I care about the
Dude.
Loki one.
Come on,
I
man.
don't. Just me. Well, Black Widow. But you said you didn't care about that.
I don't care about Black Widow.
Yeah.
Because you want to know why?
That's a movie though.
She, spoiler alert, died.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm.
So ScarJo's older. Yeah, it's a prequel, but that happens all the time in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
And she's looking younger somehow. Yeah.
CGI, man.
She looked really like a little rough in what was it, Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
You look at it
She
like
just had a baby, though.
she had some kind of skin issue though.
No, I believe she just had a baby.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. That does
Um,
not say anything good.
Did you didn't like or have any care about Maverick, right?
Nah, I don't know. Top Gun was not really much
Josh
of my
didn't really
childhood.
like Top Gun.
Well, I've only seen it once, and I thought it's fine. I don't really
Yeah.
care either. But to me, the coolest guys on the planet are special forces operators like Navy SEALs or British SAS
Okay.
and fighter pilots,
Okay.
Mhm.
because it's a very small group of people who can do that.
Did I ever show you that election campaign for Tom Cruise? Ooh.
The fake one.
I'm gonna have to show that to you after this
Yeah.
show, after we're done recording.
It's
It's actually pretty
good.
funny. No, I'm yeah. I mean, the movie's coming out this year. I think I just got superhero movie fatigue entirely. I don't think.
I had that like.
Well, no,
6
like
years ago.
now that Avengers are done,
Yeah.
it's like,
Mhm.
why go back? Why have anything?
Yeah.
Why have anything
By the
new?
way, this small side. Do you have plans to see Birds of Prey? Is that in? That's in theaters, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. But Josh was telling me, he's
week.
like, "Aren't you excited?" I'm like, I'm not as excited to see this movie as Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Like, I really liked Harley Quinn. I liked her character. I liked the
maybe if
actress,
Suicide Squad was better, you'd be more excited.
No, I don't think it was that. I don't think that it's gonna be as good.
That was just my.
He's trying to burn you.
Yeah. I
that was
know.
just my.
It
me
didn't
taking
work.
a shot at.
Alex
I know.
Alex
Suicide
gave
Squad.
no rebound on
No,
she
that.
didn't.
I gave 0 fucks right there.
Ooh,
At least
wow.
I bash it after I've seen it
That's fine.
because I hated it.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not really excited. I totally forgot that Sonic comes out soon too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll see it. Well,
I
I mean,
don't
we're
care
gonna
about
see it
that.
because we're gonna take my nephew to it. But
Would you
We
see it
should
if
take
you
mine.
weren't taking your nephew?
yeah, I think we'd still go see it.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
You-
because they redid Sonic. The
Yeah.
old one, no.
Remodel
no.
him.
Yeah, the old model, no.
Anyways, let's move on from there.
Yeah. so,
wait.
We'll see
the
what?
the halftime show.
Oh, yeah.
halftime show.
Booby show.
I liked it.
It was fine. I
It's fine.
didn't necessarily like it or not.
A lot of
like
people
it,
are
but
upset about it.
Yes,
Okay.
very much so.
Outcry. But they weren't crying when Adam Levine took off his shirt.
Risque. They thought it was too risque.
Whatever.
Every
It's salsa dancing.
single
Salsa
halftime
dancing.
show has got some type of risque thing.
Yeah.
Something. It's just something for the internet to bash about. I spent the whole time going, they're in their 50s and they just did like that whole performance without taking a break. And they looked like they were up on stage trying to see who could shake their hips better. It didn't matter because
Shakira won.
Shakira won, by the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, but I thought it wasn't like amazing, but
No.
it was like
No
cool
wardrobe
Cool
malfunctions.
to see them
no,
still. Yeah, it's cool to see them still performing and how good they still are at moving around and
right.
shaking it. You know, I thought that they looked good, and I gave like big compliments. I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, good job, girls! Like being 50 years old and moving like that, good job."
Yeah, I mean, Shakira had no idea she was that tiny.
Yeah, I had no idea Shakira was that tiny. Like when standing up against Jennifer Lopez, I was like, she's either Jennifer Lopez just has a lot of weight on her and Shakira's really tiny, or Shakira's just really like height-wise small. And I found out she's 5'2" and Jennifer Lopez is like 5'6".
Yeah, crazy,
so,
right?
yeah, she's
Nuts.
so Shakira's actually just a really short person.
Yeah, and that. Oh, by the way, the tongue thing.
Oh,
Everyone's
that was just-
flipping out about.
Why are you flipping out about it? It's
No,
just
no,
something
no.
funny. Just
She was actually doing a.
Yeah, I read
she's actually
this.
doing a Middle Eastern chant.
Yeah.
Well, I figured that's kind of what it was, but it just didn't. The way that the camera cut to it and then cut off,
why did I
it just
put
looked
that-
like she was going at the camera.
Yeah, it was kind of strange, but whatever.
I had the link to it that I was going to talk about. I had the Twitter link, but I guess I
Oh.
didn't save it.
It's fine. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I thought
That's
it was
good.
fine.
It was good.
Yeah.
Better than most. It's fine. I have to burp.
Good job
Tried to back up on that.
Trying to hide that.
Really, really
All that
hard.
Mountain Dew.
I got more coming.
The halftime shows to me, it's less about.
Oh, Shakira's 43. Oh, well, either way, she's still. I can't move like that.
The
I'm way younger.
halftime show to me is less about the actual quality of music. It's the visual production.
Yeah.
I think they did okay.
It's
I mean,
just
not too bad.
crazy. It's a crazy show.
Not too many fireworks on this one, like everyone was expecting. Where's
No, but
fireworks?
it's a lot of
You didn't need pyro.
platforms and lights and just
Yeah.
crazy
LED stuff.
production.
Everything's
yeah.
about the LEDs and
huge groups of supporting dancers
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just just serious
you want
choreography.
choreography. Oh,
Yeah.
Shakira is all about choreography, at least. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
pretty certain J Lo is too. I'm not too familiar with J Lo.
Well, J Lo's a dancer. I
Yeah.
mean,
She's a
Yeah.
dancer.
Yeah, people were freaking out about her stripper pole.
What's wrong with that? Look, whatever. She can dance.
Yeah.
And she can hold her weight up on a pole.
She was on a pole in the air, holding it with her thighs. I'm
yeah.
like, you can crush a watermelon, I swear. If you can hold yourself up, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I could not do
Wonder
that.
how many
I'd
pounds
probably
of-
get a butt cramp trying
How
to
many
do
pounds
that.
of pressure would it take to hold yourself up, I wonder? Interesting.
I don't know.
All right.
So,
That's all. I think that's all I have to say about the Super Bowl.
go Chiefs.
Yes, go Chiefs.
Storied Super Bowl because they were in the first one, right?
Mhm.
And this is 50 years later, 54. Yeah.
50.
Well, yeah, it's good. Good job. And we were rooting for him the whole time.
Okay, let's move on. What do we want to do, Brett?
Yeah,
Let's just go down the list
Yeah.
and we'll
Oh.
talk about the movie club.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
It was several days ago that we watched this.
So what the movie club is we sit down and watch a movie. At least one of us or most of us have not seen it. And this week we chose Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Spoiler alert. You have been warned. So,
Yeah, because this is a new movie.
yep, came out 2019.
We don't usually go new movies.
No, but this one was a Tarantino film, and I gotta say, I didn't like it at first, and then I read this. I read through it, and I read through like someone did like a layout of the whole story and everything. I was like, okay, you know what? This is actually a pretty interesting story. There's a good thing happening here. It's not as it's different because I didn't like Inglourious Bastards when I first saw it too.
I can't go back to that one.
No, too much.
It's too
Violent.
it's too
Very
violent.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it, but I've heard that it's
Well,
extremely
there was
violent.
a little bit of a callback.
The end of it is scarring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Well,
it's
did
scarring.
you guys notice the callback to it? Leonardo DiCaprio was doing a gun down of Nazis in a church or whatever in a building.
Yeah.
It's kind of a callback to Inglourious
Mhm.
Bastards.
Yeah.
He was not in that, was he?
No.
But Brad Pitt was.
Brad Pitt was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And Brad Pitt had such an interesting main role. Like I seriously thought he was gonna have more of a side.
Yeah.
But Leonardo DiCaprio had more of a
They
side.
pretty much I think they were very 50-50.
So
Yeah.
what did you think of it?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I liked it. It was very much you can tell by the style of the movie that it reminded me a lot of Pulp Fiction, the way it kind of goes back and forth and it's weird cuts and weird
the flashback.
all the flashing and
Yeah.
it was just, you could tell it was a Quentin Tarantino film.
Right.
I was not expecting the ending. At
Yeah,
all.
right.
I thought that maybe their neighbor, like they tied into the killings from
Just because they live next
the
door.
Manson killings. I
Yeah.
thought, maybe they tied in and maybe they saw it.
You see Manson for one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
I
5
am-
seconds.
I am mad about that.
Why?
I wanted more Manson. This is Manson freaking story.
Yeah, but that's all you need to know. Like
No.
he just needs to be in there enough to know that that's him.
Uh,
I will tell you what, like it definitely made me yell out loud and put my hand over my face at the very end scenes. Like I even told Brett, like, don't look at the screen, Brett.
oh yeah, her
He
face
was
all
like
bashed
bashing
in.
her face in.
Yeah, pretty
Like
bad.
it turned into a Quentin Tarantino movie. Like at the end, lots of blood and gore.
Yep. So the story, Brad Pitt is pretty confident the whole time. He took stuntmen and acting, star to a whole new level.
Mm-hmm.
He smoked a cigarette on acid. Jesus.
That
man.
was a
He
that
had
was
no
actually
idea what
kinda
was
funny.
real.
yeah, that was kind of funny.
Leonardo DiCaprio portrays an actor scared of aging at a time when aging meant typecasting, and he was typecast in another role because the first scene we see, he's actually starring in a Western, and he's back starring in a Western.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's ready to just go and star in the
I
films
thought
overseas.
Leo did like a really good job, like portraying that type of an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His emotions.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder why he dates people, girls like in their early 20s.
20 years younger than
Yeah.
her.
I will
Yep.
say that just to put in my 2 cents too. Brad Pitt still looks amazing.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
There's one scene where he's up on a roof fixing an antenna or something, and
Mhm.
he takes his shirt off, and I'm like, it made me have to Google how old Brad Pitt is.
Yeah.
He's 56.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm 31 and I wish I looked like that.
Right.
I thought he was 54.
56.
Okay.
Yep.
So Brett, did you like it?
No.
No,
So I'm watching it the whole time, and I'm like, I do not like this movie.
I didn't like it at first either.
And then, but the best part of the movie was Brad Pitt in my
Yeah.
eyes.
I like
pretty
Brad
much.
He
Pitt.
was really
Yeah.
cool. He was a
The
cool
ma-
character.
Were you more interested in the Manson story?
Well, I'll get to that.
Because I was.
So we get to the end. I'm like, okay, here's a part of actual history and a part that I know a little bit about.
Yeah.
And Quentin Tarantino decides to rewrite history.
He did it with Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, I heard
he
that
did.
too.
Yeah, he did.
So then
Oh, have you not seen it?
I've not seen
Okay.
Inglourious Bastards. So the thing happens that rewrites history, and now I'm mad. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
that is not what happened. Why are you rewriting history? People know it doesn't happen that way.
Mhm.
To
The
mess with you.
the actual murders take place, and now they are not have not taken place.
Yeah.
And it's all a happy ending.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now I'm mad and now I hate it.
I like the twist on it.
Why?
Because honestly,
You can't twist.
because
history.
it's a movie.
Okay, well, Brett, in Inglourious Bastards,
They kill Hitler.
spoiler alert,
Yeah, I know.
they gun down Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one also made me mad. But then I watched it again, and again, I watched it like 3 times. I'm like, okay, this is just an action popcorn flick. That's what this is meant to be.
Now I will say yes, but in all based on true story, it's never exactly right. But this is a
Absolutely.
major piece that did happen, and now Tarantino's saying, well, it didn't happen because this other thing
I
happened.
thought it was very creative that
Yeah.
he did that. And
The acting-
tied these two
okay.
sides in, and that's how the neighbors got to meet. Like, it's just because, they were just like, oh my God, all this time, and I'm living next to blah, 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 this producer, director.
Roman Polanski.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
She's not very well versed.
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't know who that is.
any
There was like
cinema.
so many like names
Yeah,
and
because
What is
there
he-
was
actors.
a
okay,
bunch
Brett,
of
who is he?
cameos.
Who is he?
Roman, I just know he's a director, but he's a famous director.
What was he famous for in 1969?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got IMDb here. I'm gonna look him
I
up.
know the name because it's a very unique name.
Yeah.
And I just knew he was a director, but I don't know anything other than that.
He's
Yeah,
actually wait. You said Roman Polanski?
Yeah.
He's an actor.
He was a director too, though.
Because like the whole time Leonardo DiCaprio was like, I live next to Roman
biggest
Polanski."
director in
in
Hollywood.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go all the way back to 1960. Let's go 65. Okay. Yep, I see it.
What?
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
did.
they even said that.
They even
Rosemary's
said that.
Baby,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm living next to the guy who directed
Mhm.
Rosemary's
They
Baby.
need to Macbeth. Oof. Yeah, that was a harsh one, bro. Let's see. Does he do anything? Oh, he did The Ninth Gate. I haven't seen that one, but I hear that one's pretty good. And anything we might have seen? Nothing. Nope.
Well, that's because according to my dad on YouTube,
Yeah, I
it says
just
he was
saw that.
accused of rape and hasn't been in the U.S. since 1969.
Well, he's done plenty of films in the 90s and 80s, so.
Oh, well,
not in the U.S.
not in the U.S.
Anyways, so moving on from there.
Yeah.
I thought the acting was superb. I never once thought about the characters as actors, as far
Yeah.
as Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt, Brad, have you ever seen, you probably have not, but Burn After Reading?
Oh,
Yep.
mhm.
That's a weird one. But Brad Pitt pretty much has the same
It's
type.
Clooney in that too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Well-
Malkovich.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. A lot of people like
I
it.
watched it again. I told
Yeah.
you that. I watched it again, and it's way better the second time.
Is it really?
Yes, it's
Okay.
worth watching again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
What about Men Who Stare at Goats?
I
Same.
don't remember
I think
that
that's the
one.
same director. Anyways, I got some other notes here. Leonardo's character transformation and his luck because he cares about his acting is pretty. I like that. I like the way his character transformed from guy who's down on his luck finally decides to settle, and has a.
I just
a good
like
life. And
Leo's
then he
and
suddenly
Leo
runs
and,
into
and
the
Brad
director.
Pitt's their chemistry, like in the movie.
Pretty good.
It was just very like I know it's like them as acting, but it's also like it just seemed like they were best.
I want to
buds.
see
Yeah,
them. Yeah,
Josh, you won't know this, but I think Pitt and Clooney had that in the Ocean's movies.
I've seen all but
It's
the
been a while
first
since
one.
I've seen them.
Oh yeah.
All but
Yeah.
the first one.
Okay. I thought it was reversed.
I've
You've
seen-
the first one, but nothing
No,
else.
all but the first
No.
one.
Either way, I liked it. Brett, you didn't like it. Josh,
I'm okay with it.
okay with it.
It was fine. It was as far as a Tarantino film goes, it was not his best work.
I thought.
And I've seen so I got a list of what I've seen, so I can at least say I've seen a few of them. I've seen Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill Volume 1, Django Unchained, and Inglourious Bastards. And you've seen all those, I
Yeah.
think, except for Kill Bill.
I've seen it not all the way through.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen Volume 2 yet. I don't know why.
I-
Brett, you have only seen a few of those, right?
Reservoir Dogs and this one, and then
Pulp
what was
Fiction.
and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
that was on our list. Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction is still my favorite of
Yeah,
his.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's-
So,
right.
anything else you want to say?
No, it'd be Brett's pick this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have nothing else I really need to say about the movie. So,
Okay,
yeah.
Brett, what do you got for this
So
yeah,
I have a choice
week?
for you. So we'll go with.
we might not be able to watch it together. That's
Yeah.
so
I
think
didn't
about
think
it.
about that.
Think about that
Because
because we might have to watch it on the plane, or we can watch it Monday in the afternoon when we're home.
and then we won't be able to watch it together.
Right.
Because you're leaving when?
Wednesday
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So, I know I've mentioned it before, but I was gonna go with the latest, which is not all that recent, Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore comedy, which is Blended, or the military story based on a true story about the SEAL team, which is Lone Survivor.
Oof. What are you thinking, Alex?
But a very serious one and a comedy.
I want to do the comedy.
Blended?
Blended. Yeah.
All right. What, do you know when that came out?
14.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to look it up on AMC.
Well, I like seeing them together in films. They're very good together.
Yeah.
Like, they might as well be husband and wife.
Sure.
They
Okay,
do very good
So,
job together.
after a bad blind date, a man and woman find themselves stuck together at a resort for families where their attraction grows as their respective kids benefit from the burgeoning relationship. Okay.
Burgeoning, maybe?
Burgeoning, yeah. 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. So it's not a terrible Sandler movie. Not too bad.
Okay. All
Not too
right.
shady. I wonder what they gave The Wedding Singer. I want to see that.
I don't. Who knows?
Well, it's one that they're really big in, so Wedding Singer. They probably gave that.
Well, I think they're also.
Actually, they gave the same.
What about 50 First Dates?
50 First Dates.
That one's a
Which,
great movie.
no, I did not care for that one.
What? I love that
But
movie.
I like this one.
That one made me cry. That one was that was a very lovey-dovey movie.
Oh my God. Okay.
What?
I have to type out 50 First. There we go. No, not 50 Shades of Grey. I'm sorry. I don't need that. All of them I've gotten 6.8, 6.7.
Oh, okay.
So they're all pretty equal.
All
So
right.
Drew
Well-
Barrymore and Adam Sandler you get a well blended family relationship rom-com.
Okay. Sounds
Movie.
good. All right.
You're-
Going down the line?
Well, why don't we talk about your birthday?
That was on Friday.
Friday.
Happy belated, by the way. We didn't do a post on social media.
Yeah, you suck.
You didn't want me to do one, and
I didn't tell you I didn't want
do
one.
everyone else's. So
I've never done my own in the 4 years we've been doing
I
this.
figured you would.
I've never
I
made
would-
my
I would-
own birthday.
Brad has no
I-
say in any of this.
I
I
wouldn't
guess.
have done my own. I know
Yeah.
that. So.
That's because I do yours every year. Josh,
Oh.
I do Josh's
I just
and
thought
yours,
Josh
and then
did.
Josh does mine. And Josh didn't do it.
Oh. See,
Okay, happy belated.
I always thought Josh did them all. So
No, I did yours and Josh's.
okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, so I figured you would do yours.
With my amazing Photoshop technique on my phone.
Yeah, you do just fine.
Okay. Anyways, yes, thank you. I am an old woman.
No, you're not.
I'm not?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, not till you get past your golden birthday.
So after this year?
Yep.
Technically, I'm past it because
yet.
it was Friday.
Nope. So
No, it was my golden birthday. We started the night out by going to a place called Combat Ops, which has pretty much an all-in-one place. It's got axe throwing and laser tag and bowling and arcade games and lots of stuff.
my ankle still hurts a little bit
Nice.
from the Nerf because I rolled and then I hurt.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and then you got some welts.
I did. So we took a group of people and it was just us and we played Nerf tag, which is what we did for my sister's birthday a few weeks ago. And I thought it was just so much fun. We had to do it again. So we did it again. And the last minute, not even minute, I think probably 30 seconds of our 30-minute game, Josh threw a shot into my right chesticle. And then our friend Rob hit my my nipple. I was not wearing a padded bra, and it pretty much felt like it decapitated my nipple.
Ouch.
It was horrible. And then the last shot of the night, I turn around, and again, in those 30 seconds, I turn into this tank area where my sister is, and she just so happens to pull her weapon out and shoots me in the face. right on my cheek underneath my eye. Luckily, you have glasses on to
You can see your
protect your
welt.
eyes.
Right, you can see it.
What?
It's right there.
I don't know.
Yep.
It still kind of hurts a little bit, but I don't know, for some reason I use my right side to block myself. I don't use my left at all.
That's what you got. Let me see if you're bruised.
No, it's not there anymore.
No.
No, I've looked.
No,
No.
turn.
I probably had 5 or 6 welts
there.
on my right arm. Noticeable. It looked like I had the chicken pox.
They were welts. They
yeah,
were
they
red.
were welts. But yeah, but it was fun. It was lots of fun. And then after that, we played a game of laser tag. Honestly, sucked.
Hated it.
I just do not like I don't like the Halo version.
Nope.
Halo meaning like an actual halo around your head, not a Halo the game.
Yeah.
There's no vest. It's just a four spot halo on your head, and you have to do headshots.
Right.
And then I honestly don't think it would be that bad if you had to go back to your base and respawn every single time you died.
Yeah, we've
I
got a
think
few
that
lives.
was the
It'd be
most
cool.
annoying
It'd be
part.
cool if you got a timeout and a few lives, and you have to move at least, maybe make your geolocation.
Well,
move.
you know how in regular laser tag your vest just flashes for a
Yeah,
few minutes.
right.
You go in high and you turn back on. But
Little
you don't
different.
have to go all the way to the very back of the arena, put your gun up against a thing, respawn, then
Dude,
go
I
back.
slapped my gun up against the wall just to see if it would work. Didn't work. They got some kind of weird, like they have like a metal plate or something that reduces your signal. But
Whatever.
it was a fun time.
Either way,
though.
that was
Had fun.
fine. And then afterwards, we went out for drinks and
Yeah, Brett, you came
yeah,
with
Brett.
I did.
Who went out for drinks that night?
Well, I stayed in and went out.
us. Yeah, you had a few beforehand.
No, that is a prime example why I, with a clear mind, I don't want to go out, because I know that has happened the last few times I've gone out.
What?
It's okay because
I don't stop.
Yeah,
Oh.
but you had a good time, didn't you?
Pringles.
Yeah, it's fine. but
Yeah. And we had a
It
good
was-
time with you.
Yeah, we did.
it's not fun the next day.
No,
Like you
it's
just
not.
don't recover from hangovers.
Oh, come
Or
on.
You don't. Your hangover makes it unable to recover in one day.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I cut myself off pretty good or pretty early.
Yeah, we did.
But
you got mad at me for stopping to drink. You're like, dude, why aren't you drinking more? I was like,
See, I have no recollection of that.
my stomach was like done.
And you see, and me, I would have been annoyed by me. You know.
You were fine.
You were funny. I like it when
Yeah.
you're drunk.
You got a little clingy.
I'm sure.
You hugged me.
He got out of his
Yeah, I'm
comfort
sure.
zone.
I'm just sitting there like, oh boy.
No, you
Not
and
normal.
Rick were having some
I don't
fun
even know what we were
conversations.
talking about.
I don't remember either. It was just it was
It was like a high five moment, and you got really happy about it.
I'm
and
sure.
then you had to hang out the window when Alex's mom was driving us
Well,
home.
You know what? That's
I
like the
I
best.
I was hot. I didn't feel like I was gonna. Well, maybe I did a little bit,
Dude, you couldn't sit.
but
you
I was
had
hot.
you had the spins.
No, he was warm.
I was outside and for like 10 minutes before we left because
Yeah.
it was hot.
Well, that's I don't know. That usually happens to me when I'm really drunk, because I get really hot and
Warm?
then I get really warm.
Huh.
And then after that, if I let myself get too warm, I throw up. So yeah, hanging your head out the window though, whether you got to puke or not, like the breeze is just
the air just felt
it's
good.
so nice to do. It
And
probably
Yeah.
doesn't look
I was
good.
like inhaling like through my nose
Dude, it was cold.
out the window, and it was helping my.
I was getting
spins.
mad, but I was like, Brett needs this.
Oh, should we, Brett, were you sober enough to remember the Rob story?
Let's not talk about this on air.
No.
The
Okay.
Rob story.
No, with the defrost.
Oh, that one's okay.
What's the
We
other
can
The
tell
story?
other story.
I don't know. That's why I said I didn't. That's why I didn't want you because I don't know if there
Oh,
was another
no,
story.
I know.
I'm
was
more
like-
curious about the story you were making up in your head.
I have no idea what it was. That's why I'm like, if I don't know it, don't say it.
No, I was talking about the
defrost.
The
defrost.
defrost story is great. So we're on there. Rob, they picked me up, and so it's me, Alex, Josh, and Rob. Rob is driving, and we're going to C Street, and I was on my phone, and I happened to look up, and the entire front windshield.
Dude, the whole car.
The whole car.
The whole car.
But you don't necessarily need your side windows to see where
No.
you're going.
What's worse is it was the whole car.
It
I know,
was,
but-
It was
So
right
you-
as soon as we stopped, too.
So you look up.
and it was, and I'm like, Alex, look at the friggin' windshield.
You got
couldn't-
mad.
You could not see because it was so fogged over.
It was funny.
He had the wrong defrost on. He had the cold on, and then had the cold blasting. Then turned the heat on, which makes all the
Other way
condensation.
around. Other way around.
What?
It was hot, and then he went to
Well,
cold.
either way, but it makes condensation go stick. Like it just turns it like completely white, and then the light turns green, and Brett and I are in the back like you
We're
can't
dying.
see.
It was so funny.
we were freaking out, but
You guys
luckily
were
we're going
turning
straight.
knobs up front, trying to figure out how to get the defrost to work. Like turn it on
was
hot. That'll make it go away.
Yeah, because it was on hot, then we turned it cold, and that's why it fogged
Yeah.
so quickly.
Yeah.
Makes
It's
sense.
just like, oh my god, it was so
It's
funny.
good stuff. See, those are the kind of nights that you just don't expect to have, and you just have them. Anything else happen throughout the night? I don't think so.
No, we just had some
But
fun.
well,
Yeah.
should I will say that you expected certain people to come and nobody did.
That's okay. Are you
I'm
mad
not
about
too
it?
butthurt about it. There's
No.
only one person I'm butthurt about.
Yeah. Did you
Do
talk
you
to
wanna
that
say
person?
No.
Do you want to
No.
say who?
No, I'll tell you afterwards.
Oh, someone else.
I will say I have the next birthday, and normally, and I don't have parties,
Nah.
but this year we're having a shooting party.
Yeah.
A shooting party.
Yeah, and we're gonna have several guns, and cousin Nick is coming because he has the AR.
Ooh.
Am I gonna be able to handle an AR?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he gonna take my arm off?
No, they don't.
It doesn't have a lot of
it's
kick
not
to
a
it.
it's not a 12 gauge shotgun. There's not a whole lot of recoil.
All right.
Goodness, Alex, you expecting like the worst?
That's
gun
just
of
like
all.
the hardest part for me to shooting a gun is pulling the trigger, honestly, because I'm scared about the recoil.
It's okay.
Not about the noise or anything. It's the damn recoil, just because I have like this visual of my brother being so young and shooting a shotgun.
Falling down.
And he pretty much he doesn't fall down. I think we have video of it somewhere, but he got it. He shot a watermelon when he was like 10, it seemed like, and he was a toothpick.
Yeah.
And he shot like this
Didn't
big
he
ass
cry?
shotgun. Well, he shot it and it like knocked his shoulder back so bad that he shot, grabbed, just automatically set the gun down. We were all like, "Oh, Jake, you got it!" Set the gun down and he just walked away crying, holding his shoulder.
I was a kid the first time I shot a shotgun, and either my dad didn't tell me there was going to be as big a kick as there was, or I just underestimated it
You okay?
because I was a kid. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
always
remembered
underestimate
like,
the kick.
I don't want to shoot that one. Give me your 22 rifle, which has no recoil, So
Oh, you didn't like fly back or anything?
no, I mean I
That'd been
think
funny.
I was probably 10, so I was
Mhm.
a little bit older, but I remember I felt it.
I think it would have been funnier if you had gone flown back from the kick.
Fell down.
Yeah. But it was a good birthday. Happy
Good
birthday. Oh, you got
birthday,
your birthday present today. Are you wearing one of them?
Yeah,
are.
I am.
Yes.
Josh got me.
I saw the dog pants.
Yes, he got me some little wiener dogs leggings, which
Yeah.
is adorable, and they're really
Yeah.
soft. And then he got me some workout pants, which are really nice.
Well, they're not
So
necessarily workout. They're just also leggings.
I'd consider them workout pants.
Well, all right.
And the material and everything, yeah.
But she doesn't want anything, so I just got something that's more.
Yeah, I'm more like, if people are gonna give me something, like donate it to our honeymoon cruise. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
that's coming up soon too.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, it
Anyways,
was a good birthday.
I'm gonna
so
hit
thank
the
you guys.
question.
yeah, the weekly fan question. So we had this up actually last week before actually, right before our podcast on Friday. What was the date? What was the date on that?
What?
Last week.
Our last recording.
It was Saturday.
The-
A week from Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You make me do math, dude.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay, is that important?
Well, it was 2 weeks ago then. We did the weekly fan question, but we didn't have it on the actual show
Right.
because we were pressed for time. So this week it is what is a lesson you learned too late in life? Juice did his last week, so if you want to check that out, check out our previous episode when we had Justin from Juice in the Morning on our show, and that was a really fun show too, guys. That was pretty good. We're gonna go around the table here and have an answer for ourselves. Then we're gonna do our weekly fans. Alex sent out the question to our social media a couple times, and you have all the responses there, right?
Yeah, I have a few from Instagram.
Yeah. Do you have any from Facebook?
I don't have Facebook up.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah.
Okay. So Brett, you go ahead.
So, this one is an interesting one because it's the one that I have is not really a surprise at all, because I think a lot of people my age would say this, and even you guys are probably going to agree, because I think I've said it before on the show, just in another context. But, all through, especially high school, they pounded it in our head that if you want to be successful, you had to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to a 4-year degree, get a bachelor's degree at least.
Mm-hmm.
Associate ain't going to do any good. It's got to be a bachelor's, master's, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that after spending all the money that I did on college and still paying it back, you don't need an advanced degree, if you want to call a bachelor's advanced, to be successful in terms of money or position in a company.
Agreed.
So I mean,
I guess to back you up though, it really depends on what you're looking to get into.
It's true, but
some require
if you can go into a company, and if you work hard. Now again, there's always kinds of politics going on, but if you work hard and get noticed, you can work your way up and
potentially get schooling paid for.
Exactly.
Like, because if they said, wow, you are smart, we want you to learn more, we're going to pay for you to go to college.
Right. Now, you can also say that if you have that on your resume already, more opportunities will be open to you because people that see college degrees it just put you in a certain status.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess it also depends on how you measure success. I mean, you could say money, but you could also say positions in a company.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at the same time, trades. There's been articles for the last couple of years saying there's a serious shortage on trade jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, HVAC, people and welders and just all these trades. And you can make seriously good money. You go to school for 6 months, you can do that trade. Cousin Nick is a welder, and he made some really good money. He worked like a dog. He would work 18-hour days sometimes, but he was making, $30 an hour being a welder.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's at 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's success the way I see it.
If you're good with your hands, like working wise,
and
you have a talent.
You're not spending $40,000 on college.
Right.
No.
So you literally get out into the workforce making six figures, and you have no student loan debt, or it's not free to go to the trade school, but it isn't $40,000 either.
It's not $40,000.
Yeah.
So that's just one thing I learned late. I mean, I've had success, but it was after I'm in the debt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
No,
debt
and
is-
again, I mean, I've gotten where I've gotten. Having that degree has helped me, and I even had, after a successful interview, I interviewed you because you had this degree. So it wasn't complete waste. It has helped me, but I will be paying on these loans for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Loans are going to be tough, but you know what? You can't let that just control you.
True, and it wasn't like my college was worthless. I did get stuff out of it. I mean, I'm not saying it's all 4-year degree schools and the degrees you could get are not worth anything. That's not
Well, I know, but the image that they pound into your head is you're going to go to college and then come out making a shit ton of money.
Well, and there's jobs available.
Yeah, and then there's plenty of jobs. Yeah, that was a bunch of bullshit.
Well, especially I came out. I graduated in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
When we, and then the recession of 2008
I graduated in 2008.
Yeah, so we hit just that sweet spot.
The poor time to go to college.
We hit the wrong time.
I mean, you did pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did get a lot of my college funding from the state, but I still ended up paying, I think, like, I don't know, I think my degree was $45,000, and I think I ended up still owing like $20,000.
Yeah, right.
So, but still, I mean, that's $20,000 I had to pay for out of my own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But it's gone.
Yeah.
I'd still be paying on that shit if I paid the whole amount, though, for another 10 years.
Yeah. Josh.
Did you already do yours, Alex?
I can.
You can. I can do mine if you want.
No, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
I've got a couple. I agree with Brett on the whole student debt thing. I think that, honestly, I don't think that they should pound it in your head in high school. I think that they should get you ready for it and then let you decide later in life if you want to go. Because I think going right when you're 18 years old, like, you're still in this, like...
Well, I don't know if there was as many online options when we were coming out of high school as there is now.
Dude,
no, there's a lot of online...
Huge.
The thing is like, I don't have... If I were to go back to school now and try online, I do not have the motivation to sit at home on the computer and teach myself, or be on the computer and do it. I have to be in a classroom in front of a teacher. I like one-on-one learning, and it makes me accountable for being there to go. Like, when I was in school and I'd walk into the classroom, it was, all right, it is study time. If I were to come in here because I'm taking a night class and I'm doing it on the computer, it's, well, I could do the night class later, or I could.
If you're an adult working full time, you don't have to take 5 classes a week. You could take 2 classes a week and do it, online after work.
Mm-hmm.
In case you have kids or whatever, it's just
I can see that.
it's aimed at the busy lifestyle.
Yes, it is.
Personally, though, that I can't learn that way. I
Mm-hmm.
am a very much one-on-one,
You can try, I'm
hands-on
sure,
learning.
If it was that or nothing, you might try.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
but that is not. I'm saying that's not my preference.
Okay.
But anyway, so there's that. But I think that they should also, when they sit you down for like going to college and stuff, obviously, I think the biggest thing is prepping you for your debt. What to expect when you get out, how much you're going to be in debt. Like every student's going to be different with the amount of grants and loans and.
It'd be a great title for a book for getting out of college. What to expect when you're expecting debt.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's perfect. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job at getting things done, and my school is very good about giving me as much money from the state as possible. Josh, on the other hand, when we sat down to get him to go into college in Chicago for his degree,
We didn't care.
We didn't care. It was,
I
we
didn't
knew
care.
that college
Oops.
costs a lot. You just assume, well, college costs a lot. Well, everybody's got these debts. We'll pay for it one way or another. And they set us down, and they pretty much just like make you sign a bunch of forms, and they don't really explain to you what you're signing that you're pretty much signing your life away.
Yeah.
And pretty much if you don't succeed in this, it doesn't matter. You
you
still
still
have
owe
to
back.
pay for it.
Right.
And I think that's probably like the biggest mistake Josh and I have ever made in our life together is your student debt.
Save money. Basically.
Yeah. The other thing would be like in debt. I think that's probably my biggest or my hardest life lesson was, again, going to Chicago. We didn't have any money. So I knew credit cards were bad. Like, I know the way you're supposed to handle them. Like, you get them, you build credit, you pay them off, blah, blah. Well, when you're living off of a paycheck to paycheck and not even paycheck to paycheck, we racked up a bunch of credit card debt.
Yeah.
So the lesson we learned the hard way was, 1, signing our life away for student debt. And then for 2, if we didn't have any money, we just opened up another credit card once one got maxed out, just so we could live there for you to go to college. So on top of all of your debt, we got even more debt. So don't get yourself into debt. That's my biggest thing. Do not get yourself into debt.
Good luck.
Maybe not so much that.
It's sometimes you don't have a choice.
Understanding what it means
Right.
when you sign on the dotted line.
Sometimes you
to
just-
borrow. To borrow.
Sometimes
It's just like,
the only
sign
way.
here, sign here, sign here, give
Yeah.
me your soch, and boom, now you owe $100,000.
Mine is, start your goals as soon as you can. That's something I waited on. Was waiting on a lot of stuff. We waited on Twitch.
I waited a long time.
You waited on your cosplay.
To cosplay, and I had the idea to start years ago.
And you need to probably get back into it a little bit harder now.
Once we're done
our stuff.
traveling,
Yeah. There's always the next thing. You're gonna be like, well, once this is done, you're the procrastinator here.
Do you think I have any time to work on it right now?
I was just gonna say, here, I don't know when you're gonna find the time to cosplay.
Yeah. Ever?
After we're done traveling, I have from March until July.
I'm talking about your weekly schedule.
Yeah.
You have like one off day, two off days.
She has a few.
Monday is the day that you do stuff for yourself. Yes.
No.
Yeah, well, no.
It's kind of gone into Sunday
Saturday and Sunday.
and Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I have plenty of time to do it. It's just right now my life is very busy.
But it's not even the busy time of year. That's what I'm saying. This is the slow time.
It's because this is the travel time.
I'm
traveling.
I don't have any time to do it right now.
Okay.
At first, I was
Okay.
against you. I'm like, well, you do have to travel.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways, Josh, what's your stuff?
I already said it.
What was
He
it?
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Start your goals as soon as you can. Don't wait. Find a way to make it work. I waited too long to start what is now our hobbies.
It's all about time management.
I have known about doing what we do now, like podcasting. Been wanting to do something like that for a while, and Twitch streaming. Been wanting to do that for a very long time. Want to do something on YouTube actually for a long time. But
All right. Well, let's take some answers from the fans.
Lay fans.
Lay fans. So we've got Paul on Instagram.
Paul.
He says, not funny, but I should have saved my money.
Yerp.
Do not get into debt. Do not open a credit card. Don't write checks your ass can't cash. So
that my parent. Okay, my grandmother. She sat me down when I was like 7 years old and said, if you save a penny every day for this long, on your 16th birthday, you can buy a car.
Well,
I
I
No
forget
kid's
who
gonna
was talking
frickin'
to
do
us.
that.
I remember early in school they said, you save X amount of dollars every month from the time you're 18 to the time you're 35, when I think interest rates were pretty good. You'll have, maybe it was even older than 35, you'll have X amount of dollars for retirement. I'm thinking that's fine, but you have to have that income first.
Do you
Yes.
want to retire when you get older?
I
No.
mean, yes, I enjoy time that I'm not at work,
Mhm.
but
Right.
I've always thought without some really serious commitment planning, our generation is not going to be able to retire. Now,
Yeah.
maybe things will change, and I'm not
We'll see.
an expert on Social Security or anything like that.
Right.
But I just, it's just the middle class. That's
Yeah,
what
it is. What it is.
you just got to work.
Right.
pretty much. We'll be working
Save.
forever.
I will
Yes.
push back on that a little bit.
Yerp.
So I know it's important to save money, and you want to have some cushion for anything unexpected. Like if you lose your job, you want to have like 6 months.
Don't
Bills.
be a stickler, dude. Like, spend some money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to enjoy life.
Yeah.
And if your penny pinching makes you miserable, what is the point?
Right.
You only live once, truly.
That's
Okay,
kind of my
so-
deal on it. Once I start looking at bills, I get so frustrated and depressed about debt, and then I just go, fuck it. Like I just, it's like, you know what? It's definitely a
It's just a dollar bill.
what do you call it?
Can't
What?
take it with you.
FOMO? Not FOMO, the other one.
Fear of missing
YOLO.
out.
YOLO.
Oh God, please don't.
It's yellow.
No.
You can't take it with you.
Nope.
Everybody ends up in a box on the ground or in an urn.
Yep.
So do you
Yep.
want to miss out on things because you saved
Ooh.
money your entire life?
I don't want to say that's a hard life lesson learned, but a hard life lesson that almost was learned
Go ahead.
was as soon as you can, if you have not had looked into life insurance, I never realized, I just figured, for the longest time up until this last year, I just thought life insurance was something that you got when you were way older. I don't know why.
No,
That's just what you're not taught these things.
No, yeah, I agree.
So, and then when I sat down with our car insurance person, and because they
of course they want to sell you life
They
insurance.
always
I
do.
went there to talk to him about it.
Oh, okay.
And I sat down with him and was like,
Okay.
so why do I need this? And blah, blah, blah. And he sat down numbers and worked through what I make yearly and Josh makes through yearly. And he's like, this is what would happen if you guys died tomorrow, and gave us the big picture. And he's like, this is what would happen if you didn't have life insurance. And I was like, oh shit.
Well, I mean, yes, that's his job. I guess in my situation, if I were to die, I would just need enough to bury me. You know?
That's all you want.
Yeah, but do you know how much an average funeral costs now?
Well, that's what I mean. That's part of it.
Do you got $10,000 for your family?
That's what I mean. That's what
on.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I'm not saying I have $1 million life insurance policy.
Well,
He sat us down and showed me what it would be if I got $1 million life insurance policy, but I said I can't afford that.
Yeah, right.
I just have it through work, and I think I have. No, I don't even have that. I just have it, through work, so a little bit comes out of my check.
Yeah. But even so, sitting down with somebody and saying, this is what's important in your life. This is because death can happen at any time.
Well, especially when you have dependents or a spouse.
Yes.
Mhm.
And again, it wasn't until my mom started talking when Josh had his event 4 or 5 years ago. She's like, do you guys have life insurance? I'm like, what
'Cause
are you talking about?
You would
Right.
most likely need a significant amount of time of income replacement
Yeah.
for whichever one of you went.
And if for some reason, worst came to worst 4 or 5 years ago, Josh isn't here anymore, for one, we would not be sitting here.
Right.
And for two, I would be, without life insurance, I would be in a mountain of debt.
You'd have to move back home.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that would be, I would have to go
Your
live with my
mom
mom.
would be like, nothing wrong with you living back at home.
No, she
and
probably
you'd be
wouldn't.
like, Well, I do
No,
like
but
my own
that is
space.
definitely like a lesson you can definitely learn the hard way. If you don't know about life
Definitely.
insurance, you should definitely go check it out. Anyways,
Next.
let's go to
You
Patrick.
can't learn that the hard way until somebody
That's what I'm
you
saying.
love dies.
That's what I'm saying.
Or you die, and
It's
then you
very-
learned it pretty hard right there.
It's very hard to lose somebody, but it's also nice to have that buffer to take care of everything after
Yeah.
that person's gone.
You can't take life too seriously, though. You will never get out alive.
Van Wilder.
Yerp.
Next.
That's also like a Ferris Bueller quote. Okay, so anyways,
No.
we've got Patrick that says, I'd have to say, live it up a little bit more as a kid because adulthood can really suck and start.
Yes.
And he said, and stop saving early.
Start saving.
I'm sure he meant and start saving early, not stop saving.
Yep.
so
Yep. Please do.
I agree with that to an extent, and the only pushback I would have is I'm glad I started working as young as I did because I was taught how to work,
Mm-hmm.
and that I stood out as a 17-year-old at my first job because of my work ethic. And I don't know if I would have had that if I wasn't taught how to work when I was 14 years old.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, you got to be, I mean, I didn't want to play sports in high school, but I'm glad I didn't because I worked instead, and that put me on a pretty good path.
Sports gets some
No,
people.
Well, I mean, it's not like you don't work in
Right.
sports, you
right.
know?
No. Yeah.
But it's
no.
not a job.
It's a different life skill. Some people need to have a different life skill. Some people
It's
set out to do
extra
something else.
Curriculars.
Yeah, right. There's nothing wrong
Extracurriculars.
if it can get you into college. If you have
Oh,
the
sure.
athletic ability,
If you have the
absolutely do it.
Yeah.
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 I'm not a
free
talented
free
guy.
college because you play a sport.
Yeah.
Anywho, go
Yeah.
on.
All right. We've also got Between Us Girls podcast.
Hey, shout out to
shout
them.
out to you guys.
Girls.
Girls. Shout out to you girls. They said that my mama was always right. Hell, I learned that I was blocking my whole life from happening.
Um,
I will say,
was my mom always right?
well, a little more broad look would be, you know, you never, when you're a kid, you don't think parents know, but you forget that they were our age once too.
Think about it though. Brett, you didn't get into a whole lot of trouble as a
I
kid,
didn't.
though. So you gotta think that your experience, your
Not
life experience,
necessarily
is a little bit
against
different.
trouble, though, is
No.
not what I'm saying.
Well, that's mainly what you're referring
No,
to.
no,
as far
I'm just
as
saying things that happen to you, you think your parents don't understand when you're a kid, but they were kids once too.
okay,
Not necessarily
Well-
I did something stupid and got in trouble, just things that happened.
to a point. Because we can no longer say, well, in my day, it's no longer going to be like that, because our day, our 90s day, could have been a little similar to an 80s day,
Sure.
like a mid 1980s day to a mid 90s day could have been pretty similar to one kid.
Mm-hmm.
But today's day and age, no way is anything going to be similar to us as a kid. So you can't
No.
really. To a T
But
is what I'm saying.
If a teenager has a problem
Yeah.
and they don't think their parent understands,
Mm-hmm.
chances are that their parent has probably gone through something similar.
Probably. Yeah.
But the kid is not going to, they're just thinking, you can't possibly understand this.
Yeah.
Because I remember thinking that.
Okay, so you got to think of the stupid things that kids are going to cry about these days, though. I got
Okay,
blocked
yeah.
on
All right,
Twitter.
wait. We had one last night from my nephew.
What?
Because my sister signed him up for indoor
Oh,
basketball,
yeah.
and he goes,
Oh,
"Why
no,
do you have to
soccer.
fill
Yeah.
my day up? I already don't have time to do activities or what did he
he's
say?
enough free time.
I don't have enough free time for myself." And we were like,
I looked over at you guys.
I'm like, I cannot believe
You have
that
no
you're
idea what you're saying.
you're 8 years old and you're complaining about no free time.
Right.
He's such an adult. Like he's such a he is an 8-year-old trapped in a 20-year-old's body.
Yeah. Yeah. I got
All right.
A 20-year-old trapped in an 8-year-old's body.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's just so I don't. I think it's just
Something
because
else,
he's
right?
raised by adults and he doesn't have any siblings or
Yeah.
anything. So he definitely speaks
I
like
mean,
an adult.
Yeah.
I can relate to that because, I didn't want to do extracurriculars.
No.
I worked as soon as I could,
I think the only thing
but I enjoyed my free time between school and working.
Well, did you have every sport available that's available now to you? I mean, yeah, think
No,
about
probably not.
you
Not
got-
in Southern Wells County.
At this point, you got to hold the phone because Fortnite is now considered a high school sport.
Okay. I know.
Okay, Layla, seriously?
It's very
It's not on mic.
She's
Yeah.
coughing, and
Yeah.
she's coughed like 80 times in
Yeah.
a row.
Well, you want to kick her?
Of course not.
No, she's old.
I think that I want to say forced. I ended up liking one out of the two. I was forced to do baseball, like Wildcats.
Me too. Yeah.
And I was forced to do Girl Scouts. And I liked baseball. I hated Girl Scouts. I hated it so much.
I did Boy Scouts. Yeah, Cub Scouts.
It was like the most awkward, stupid 2 hours a week ever.
So I got another life lesson here.
What?
So this is from PJ. Said my late in life lesson was never take drugs to court. The reason I was there was a life lesson also.
That's
What?
very specific good
I actually,
advice.
so this is actually
Never
really
take
okay.
drugs to court?
Guys, I'm gonna tell you a story here. There was a girl who worked with me a few years back. She brought drugs to work on her, like on her person, like herself. In
Yeah.
her pocket. Yeah, like you could tell, you could smell it.
Yeah.
It's like idiot.
Yeah, that's not smart.
I don't know.
Come on.
They're just not.
Be smarter.
No, they're
Any
just
other responses?
not right. No, that's all I had.
Yeah,
We have.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say we have time for about one more.
Alex, do you have anything huge? I mean, we get these. A lot of my stuff are small, quick ones. Alex, you can look through yours, pick one out. You have some.
You can talk about something.
I guess we can mention really quickly. Over the week that we were not recording.
The next day
The
from our
next
last
day,
show.
dude.
Yeah.
the next day. Yeah.
Kobe
It happened
Bryant.
Sunday.
Yeah, Kobe. Got
Yeah, that's
into
really sad.
helicopter crash.
Him and his own daughter, his
Yeah.
13-year-old daughter, which
Yep.
is terrible in itself, and then
Yep.
7 other people.
Yeah,
What I didn't know, so it
Yeah.
was a helicopter crash. What I then learned is that all through Kobe's playing career, he took helicopters all the time
Mm-hmm.
to practice, to games. It was like his main mode of
Yep.
transportation.
Yep, for family.
Yeah.
He would
So
pick up his kids at school.
Yeah.
Even though his wife offered to do it, he was like, "No, that's
now,
me."
I totally get why, because LA traffic is terrible,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a terrible thing to have. I mean, you get into a car wreck with 9 people in the vehicle, you're probably all walking away, depending on the severity.
Could.
But you get in a helicopter crash, and that's not good.
Yeah, I didn't even see the wreckage. I didn't look at anything. I just heard about
did
it.
not either.
Heard some stuff on
It
it.
it rocked the sports world, and not just the sports news, but it rocked the whole world.
Yeah.
But it affected the sports news so much that Monday before the Super Bowl, so a week ago today, when it starts, a week long of Super Bowl coverage, it was all about. They're all in Miami on sets, the ESPN and the Fox One.
Dude, that went for a while.
The whole
Days.
Monday. At least the whole Monday was all about Kobe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And in a week of pure football news.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's just what it was.
Now, I didn't know much about him. I'm not much of a basketball person,
Yeah,
so I can't.
Yeah,
really
but the
don't
thing is that
care
you
for the
you
NBA.
know
Yeah.
the name though.
I do.
It's just like back in the day
mainstream.
for us, Michael Jordan was Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Well,
And we might
well,
not have
well,
we might not have played
Okay,
or
so
watched basketball,
He's
but
more
we
like
knew
Scottie
who,
Pippen.
I don't know who the heck that is.
Michael
Dennis
Jordan.
Rodman.
Michael Jordan was a little bit before us. He kind of finished his career when we were kids.
That's what I mean.
That's when I was paying attention to basketball.
Kobe came on in '98, I believe, and
Okay.
retired in.
Don't tell me when I was paying
17?
attention to basketball. What was my prime?
I just mean that we weren't born yet when I think Michael's rookie season. I think.
No, but that's what I'm
His
trying to
rookie
say is like
season.
people our age, if we say Michael Jordan, we think of like what I think of Kobe Bryant, like greatest basketball player ever, and I think of Michael Jordan,
Oh, he
and
is.
then there's Kobe Bryant. I don't know who he is, but I know who he is.
Yeah, right.
It's the same thing.
I guess the way I was trying to put it is just like Peyton Manning, I saw Kobe Bryant's entire career.
Yeah.
I was a sports person for his entire career. I was not aware of Michael Jordan until he was already the best player in the league.
Yes.
His
I never knew anything about Michael Jordan other than he was on Space Jam.
His year one draft was in 1984.
Michael Jordan.
But
Yeah.
he played 84 to 93.
And then he
95. No, 95. Yeah. Then
he went away for 2 years.
95, 98, 2001 to 2003. So
Okay.
we didn't miss a lot of his
that
stuff.
first break, he was probably playing baseball.
Yes.
He was 5 years into his career when you were born, Alex.
The first retirement was because his father was killed, and so he went to play baseball.
Oh God, that was so bad.
And
Was it
then-
really? I was just going off of Space Jam.
Well, I mean,
It really
that's
happened.
why
Actually,
he
no.
did it.
He didn't do-
he did golf and then
He didn't do golf professionally.
no in the movie.
He did that as a freaking
Well,
just fun stuff.
He golfed all the time. And he's
okay.
Michael
Alex.
Jordan golfed a lot.
So when they talk about Alex's career, she laser tags sometimes. So make sure you bring that up on her Wikipedia.
Forget it.
Anyway,
Forget it.
R.I.P. Kobe and
Yes.
his daughters. I mean,
Yes.
can you imagine his wife?
Oh
No,
well,
that's
yeah,
just-
no, like, and I heard a lot of the stories on the news, and it was actually kind of like heartbreaking for me. And I'm not big on NBA. It doesn't.
No, it's sad because you
Yeah,
can't
just
imagine what
being
that
a
was
person.
like.
I'm not gonna be a jerk
no.
about it or say anything bad, but there were some people. There were some people who got on social media and said some pretty gnarly
Terrible
things.
things.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do.
Nobody's gonna say there's not gonna be 100% of people that are gonna be nice.
Right,
So.
right. So
Anything else?
Alex, you have
I want to
something.
talk to you guys. Are you guys fans of Lethal Weapon?
Oh, I was trying to. When you said LW5, I'm like, what is she talking about? What could
So
that be?
it is confirmed with the original cast:
Yeah.
Mel
Dude.
Gibson and Danny Glover.
Danny Glover's got to be 70.
There's something else I saw. That
And they
was
are saying
coming
this
out.
is the last one. They wanted to make one more.
I
one
so I-
last ride.
I watched them all. I watched them all not long ago, but I
Yeah.
never finished 4.
Oh, 4's good.
So I need to finish it.
I think they're all good. I think they're all pretty good. There's another
The
movie.
last Lethal Weapon 4 was
So
released
4?
in '98.
Oh wow, way off.
Yeah. But there was a TV series that was from 16 to 19.
I remember that.
But it says the director said we're trying to make the last Lethal Weapon movie with the original cast coming back. It's just amazing. The story itself is very personal to him and the cast, and so I really wanted to make it. And said Mel Gibson and Danny Glover are ready to go, so it's all about
Yes.
the script.
Yes.
I wasn't a part of 4, but as a fan, I want to help make this happen.
Who's the director? Is it Richard Donner?
Yeah.
So we got Lethal Weapon. We got The Matrix. We got another Jurassic Park coming.
Bad Boys.
We got Bad Boys confirmed. We've got
Confirmed. It's in theaters.
So,
another one.
I only
okay.
I
Yeah.
only remember, is this Lethal Weapon 1 where
Two more
they're
Mission Impossibles. What freaking year is it? Sequels. Come on.
is Lethal Weapon 1 the one that they're trying to do the water thing?
The water thing.
Wow, the water thing.
So it's
Go
a
ahead.
very like they're trying to. There's a bomb in the park, and they open up the
No,
suitcase.
that's
No,
Die
that's
Hard.
Die Hard.
With
Is
a
that-
vengeance.
Is that Die Hard?
Yes.
You're kidding.
No.
No, that's Die Hard,
You
Alex.
questioning me?
Oh, I love it. You're adorable.
It was Sam
Ah.
Jackson and Bruce Willis.
Was it?
Come on, Alex.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm messing movies.
I'm trying to
up
remember
then.
how they do the gallon thing again.
Oh, it's
It's
I'm not
something
even sure
you learn
I-
in like elementary
three-
It's
school.
the 3-gallon and a 5-gallon, but you got to put 4 gallons of
gallons
water
in the-
exactly and put
So
it on the scale.
You fill the 5 up, pour it into the 3, so that you have 2 in the 5. And you put the 2 in the 3, fill the 5 up again. Pour it
No.
into then you pour the 5 into the 3, so therefore you
And
have
there are
4
4
gallons in the
gallons.
5.
Okay.
Boom!
It's pretty good.
I'm pretty happy about that.
No, that was something that. Do you remember like the Do you remember the TV show? Is it Zoom?
What?
It's on PBS. Zoom.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Zoom?
I could have sworn I could swear it was called Zoom, but that's how
Oh.
you learn those kind of things.
How old is Danny Glover?
Oh,
I don't know.
old.
Mel Gibson's
Old.
got to be 60.
Well, you know what? Nintendo is they're doing a Mario game
Yeah, that's what they do.
or a Mario movie
Well, they shouldn't do that.
with Illumination.
Oh, okay. That could be better. I mean, as long as they're not people actors.
Yeah. No, he's let's just hope it's better than, the one that we don't want to talk about. 1946 is when he was born, by the way, Danny Glover. So that would make him
74.
74.
What
It's gonna be very easy doing people's ages.
What about
this year.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
What about Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. Alex, are you looking up anything, or what are you?
Yeah,
doing?
I had like one more thing.
Okay, so we can keep talking about this. Mel Gibson. He was born 56, so he's 50.
He's
Wow.
63.
63.
My dad was born in 64.
Wow. Okay.
Or no, 54.
Okay, so are we done with Lethal Weapon?
Well,
I mean, I liked him.
yeah, I mean, that's fine. I don't have a problem with this. What I will say
I hope
is
they
that,
recast as many people as they can.
yeah, Joe Pesci,
Joe Pesci, Russo. Is it? What's her name?
Renee Russo.
Renee Russo.
She
God.
was the wife.
Yep. She is Riggs' new wife.
So I watched The Patriot this weekend,
Ooh.
Oh man,
and that's just a great movie.
it's very hard to watch though.
Some of the writing's a little cringe, but
It did not do critically as well because I looked it
No,
up as I
no.
thought it did.
no, a lot of people didn't like it.
I thought he should have been nominated for an Oscar. Mel,
Oof.
have you watched it recently?
Yes.
How's
Yeah, we
that
watched
recently?
it a couple years ago. Alex, a lot of the movies that you are giving this look, we have watched in Chicago.
His emotional
That was
scenes,
6 years ago.
I thought the scenes where he has to get emotional, he just does it.
Have you seen
Stellar
Ransom?
I have not seen Ransom, but I have seen Edge of Darkness. Have you seen that one?
No.
What about Ransom? Yeah, it's the
With
other one.
Gary Sinise.
Payback is the one I haven't seen. Ransom I have seen.
Payback is. I mean, it's fine, but Ransom's
Ransom's
pretty
better.
good. Yeah.
Donnie Wahlberg in that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about Donnie Wahlberg. And Gary Sinise is like, pretty big villain. Alex, you have something else. I just saw a Nintendo console on your.
Mm-hmm.
Something
what's
about
going
a
on?
GameCube.
Yeah. So Josh, did you see this?
Oh, you can get Joy-Cons that are
Yeah,
GameCube
that's-
style.
Yes,
That's old
you
news.
can get. Yeah,
How
I know,
old, but how long has it been out though?
I don't know. I saw it like a month ago.
and it was like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, maybe it was a couple weeks ago.
It was something like I had on the back burner.
I want to see on the article.
So
what-
you can get them on Amazon for $60. But it is they're Switch.
Alex.
They're Switch Joy-Cons, but they look like GameCube.
Brett is so much more right than you are.
What are you talking
Look
about?
at the article date.
Whatever.
What is
Whatever.
it? What is it?
October of 19. Either way. Either way. Did you know about these?
Couple weeks ago. No, I
Well,
did not. They
that's
look
when
really
it popped
cool.
up on my timeline. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That looks really cool.
So-
It's like a GameCube inspired type of controller.
They took the two sides of the GameCube and made them into Joy-Cons for the Switch.
And that's the thing though. You can't play Nintendo-esque. Like you
Right.
can't play.
You wouldn't be able to two-player it
Yeah,
with a
right.
GameCube.
It's gimmicky.
Yeah.
It's cool for
Yeah.
what it is, and I get it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, well, I just wanted to see if, like,
Oh.
maybe...
I'm not saying it's awful.
We
but
got to get to one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
We played Gears 5 Horde finally.
I thought that was gonna be your final note.
No, I have a good final.
You have
note.
something else? Okay.
Yeah. So just real quickly,
I enjoyed Gears 5.
Me
I
too.
like it. The graphics
think-
are amazing, and it moves much smoother.
my favorite part is having the health on all the enemies.
Yes,
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah, I was saying this, but you were quiet most of the entire Alex's
I was
stream.
trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
because it was a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
Knowing that us shooting the
Enemy
the crawling guy.
Which
Snatcher?
crawling guy?
or the
Snatcher?
pouncer.
No,
The squid?
the squid looking guy,
Oh,
the big
the
squid.
leeches.
The
Oh,
big
the carrier.
carrier. The fact
Yeah.
that I know that I'm shooting his side and I'm still hurting him
Yeah.
helped so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, at least I'm doing damage.
Now I did have to read that the number means the amount of damage you're giving it. So
Yes.
the weaker points you get higher.
Are you
numbers.
familiar with Borderlands?
No, but
That is
Oh,
exactly how
yeah, that
Borderlands
was, yeah, it was
works.
a lot like
Which
Borderlands.
no third-person game that I've played.
I
uses
enjoy
that.
this so much more.
I also really enjoyed the
Go ahead.
How about that?
Wow. What is this?
power things.
The taps, the power.
So I
taps.
can
Power
figure those
tap!
out. What
Oh
are
my
those?
God.
So it's like a beer tap, but it's a power tap, like, and you get
Wow.
money out of it.
I'm still gonna kind of read up on that because we had no idea.
no,
what that
I just
was.
kept reading.
And I even-
you got
and-
money from them.
And all the reviews I watched, no one ever said anything about that. That's brand new to Horde.
Mm-hmm.
I did think the amount of
We should have done a different map. Something that we're not
No,
familiar with.
Well,
the
whatever.
amount of difficulty settings are crazy, and I thought it was pretty easy because we had it on beginner. And the reason I set it to beginner is because the very next one up if we all die, which we did and we always do, you have to start over completely.
That's kind of.
And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go 1 through 50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe now, I mean, maybe we could try it, but
Well, I
I
think
don't
that
know.
would make me not be
Seems
as
like it would be-
careless.
it seems like it
Might
would
be
be
better.
a lot of work just thrown away if we make it to 47
Once you
and we
realize
all
how
die.
much money we
Yeah.
had.
I know, but
We didn't
We-
even use it.
Yeah.
That was like
Well,
200 grand.
So I think if we made it harder, we would use more.
but
Yeah.
Stuff.
you got to remember that you got to use that for perks too.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that was the other thing I really like. I like that you could do the perks. The only thing I hated was that Josh was all of our perks are different,
Mhm.
and Josh's perk
Oh yeah.
was
oh,
the
I was
ammo
maxing
upgrade,
out. Yeah.
and I kept going through ammo.
Well, I think you need to consider those things when
You pick your
choosing
person.
your character.
Yes. You could have been Cat.
I was
He was,
cat.
He was
No.
Cat.
No,
Yes,
the
she was.
chick from
Kate.
Kate.
Cat.
Sorry. From
Kate is the gear from Gears.
The other girl.
Cat is the Spartan from
I said
Reach.
Cat. I was right.
Well, she was Cat.
I was cat. The girl with the short hair.
No, Alex.
Oh my
you were,
God.
You were Kate. Cat is the Spartan.
Cat Gears 5.
No.
It's Kate.
God
There's no Cat in
dang
Gears
it.
5.
It's Cat. Okay, so the character from Halo
Is Cat.
is Cat. That's who you should have been. You probably would have had the same abilities as me.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think about it, because
Yeah.
you were the only Spartan.
I was Emilio.
Okay, I was Kate.
Right. Really?
I did
I
not
only
see the
just said
I in her
holy
name. I think I just saw the
cow.
K-A-T. I didn't see the I.
Are we speaking English on this side of the table, or what are we doing here?
Whatever. I don't
Oh,
care.
shit.
Oh my
Speaking
God!
of video games, by the way, I'm playing Halo 2 right now.
We think of
Well,
it.
Still
we
liking
can, We
it.
can go
Yeah.
right into the plug if
Plugs.
you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and talk about your Twitch. Then.
Oh, well, one quick thing.
Yeah.
Even after that, now I think I should play some more. And I think with that beginner level, that's one knock I had against Gears 4. It was too hard to play by yourself,
You think
like
you
I
can
did
do
with
it?
Gears 3.
They weren't tagging us or anything. I didn't get tagged by grenades or.
Right.
But
Gear-
they were
you know,
chucking them.
Gears 3, I can go 1 to 20 by myself pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that in Gears 4. I could maybe get to 8 or 9.
Hmm.
But in Gears 5, putting it at beginner, I might be able to go some distance.
I just want to say, though, I was most MVP.
How
You were.
much? Yeah, probably. Yeah, a lot. How much?
Because you
I don't
kept
know.
standing in my line of
How mu-
fire.
Oh,
Uh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
If something moved, even you guys, I shot at it. So
How much more time's left of your vacation?
Just one more day.
You
Yeah.
go back tomorrow?
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, well, tomorrow you should do some Gears.
Okay, just by myself,
Yeah, the 1 through 20. You said
Yeah.
you wanted to do it solo.
yeah,
I said try
do
it.
it tomorrow.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Um,
tonight.
So
You're
anyway,
staring at me like I'm an asshole over here.
anyways, Halo 2, loving it.
So
yeah.
do you just do your Twitch?
All right, twitch.tv/Q_kitty KUTEKITTI.
You die a lot.
I did die a lot today. I did, and it was stupid. Honestly, it was actually just
You do.
I was stupid.
Okay, you need to
You
you,
do
you,
stupid
you need to
things.
realize this.
Use
okay.
cover.
Okay. So yeah,
Cover is
cover,
important.
cover, 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 and cover. Cover. Get
Plus,
back.
Halo 2, you can dual wield.
Yes, but she doesn't do that.
I don't like dual wielding.
I'm getting
I-
a phone call.
I like being able to have two different weapons.
Yeah.
Isn't that what dual wielding
Dual
is?
wielding, you have two of the same weapon.
You don't have to. You can dual wield 2 different weapons.
Yeah.
They have to be like pistols. You can't dual wield an assault rifle and a needler. You know.
No. I will
No.
say though, I'm liking the
You
like it's like a
dual-wield
Covenant
needlers.
rifle or something. What's the sniper
Carbine.
rifle?
The beam rifle.
No, it's not.
Carbine.
Is it beam?
Which one are you doing?
It's like a sniper, and you go bing, and then if you do too much, it like shakes your hand.
That's beam rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh.
That's pretty nice. I like it better than the sniper rifle.
It's really good. Yeah, I enjoy
Um,
it. But you're also
I'm not
playing-
big on Covenant.
You're playing on
weapons.
normal.
I like that one. I like the Needler. I've always liked the Needler.
Yeah. So
The needler gets faster in Halo 2 versus Halo 1.
I know it's ridiculous.
It's very
you're also
fast.
your health also comes back a little bit better.
What you
It
can
does.
do, what you can do is you dual wield, and you start shooting like 2 seconds ahead with one hand,
Yeah.
and then with the other. That
Yeah.
way, when you're reloading with this hand, you're still firing with this hand.
But your aim is worse.
Yeah, but if they're close enough, you can make it work, especially with needlers because they'll explode.
So she hates the insects. The
Sorry?
I
flying
hate
insects.
the flying
The what?
thingies.
Oh,
I don't know what their
I
names
know
are.
what you said.
I hate the incest. That's what
She hates the insect.
that's what you said.
Anyway,
Yeah. No, I like
Yeah,
it. It's fun.
yeah. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Mr. L, MISTERL. I stream Tuesday and Wednesday evening, and Saturday morning. I will not be streaming this Saturday morning because we are going on our trip to Key West. You can catch me normally streaming Rocket League. I just finished Portal 2, so I have to find another campaign to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Brett, you got really upset with Jedi Fallen Order.
I did.
And I was thinking of going back to that. So you uninstalled it.
I did. I
You
got
didn't
so
like
angry.
the combat.
No, I didn't.
Tough.
And not just the combat, but the part of the combat is the counter and the dodge system. It's not good in my opinion, and so I'm like, I just can't do this.
I have a crew that I play Rocket League with, so I've been doing that a lot more lately. I might be doing Fortnite soon, just to give it a try, and I don't know how well I'm gonna do. It might be bad.
Yeah, you're weird.
I'm weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, at least I gave it something. So yeah, you can catch me tomorrow and Wednesday before our Florida Key West trip. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go be on a beach, fall asleep and get burnt.
We're not really going to be on a beach. We're going to be on a really small island.
Well, it has a beach.
It has one beach.
It's a beach.
We're going to be getting crunk on an island. That's about it. Like for 4
we
days
gotta-
straight.
We gotta make those jet ski reservations.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We're going to be on a jet ski. Okay.
All right, rest of our plugs here. As far as our podcast goes, if you want to follow our podcast social media, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast, and we are on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. On those apps, you will get you will see our weekly fan question. Which do we have one for next week?
Oh, I don't have one.
I have
one.
something I can look
Got
at here.
some on the back burner.
Let me look here. You have one that you can do right now, Brett, or
I
no?
don't, no.
Okay. This one might be interesting. What odd thing do you do to get rid of stress?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. Yep.
I
So,
dig.
I think that'll be the next question that we're gonna put on our
You know
social
what?
media on
I'm
Monday.
going to answer it right now.
What? No, you don't. No,
Go-
don't do it. Don't. No.
Go to Key West.
Oh yeah. The beach.
I think you can do that every time.
No.
you're stressed.
No, I wish.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
Q_kitty.
On a final note, so I went to Wings for lunch today. Got some wings,
Which wings?
etc.
Etc.
And I went and sat at the bar, and there were two other guys there, and they were talking about the Super Bowl, of course, because NFL was replaying. NFL Network was replaying it, and I was hoping they wouldn't ask me if I watched it, and I was ready to say no. I had to work, so I wouldn't have to talk about it with them.
Oh, okay.
But the bartender, who these two guys, I guess they were regulars, they knew her, and they're like, "Did you watch it?" And she's like, "No, I passed out." And my mind immediately went to, "Did you fall asleep or did you pass out?" Because I was really thinking, well, I wonder if she meant, did she fall asleep?
To what again?
Like, she didn't watch the Super Bowl because
yeah.
she fell
Asleep.
asleep, but she said,
Yeah.
I passed out. And so
Just think about Billy Madison.
Billy Madison line,
Shut
did you
up.
fall asleep or did you pass out?
Yeah, we watched that when we were drinking. Yeah,
We
that was
did.
fun night. So we're gonna be going to Key West. We'll still be having an episode next Monday. So we're gonna catch you guys next week. Brett, do you have
Mhm.
anything else you want to say for the week? We'll have a safe trip. Once we get in the plane, it's no longer in our control. So, so question of the week is, what odd thing do you get, or do you do to get rid of stress? So we're gonna have that on our
We're
social
going to get
media.
some weird answers.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next week. Movie is Blended. So yeah, you guys have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.